At ZolkC, we use technology to tell the stories at tourism and heritage sites. And that helps people get a better understanding of these sites. I suppose bring the sites to life for them. And we started because we were looking at the old audio guides, right? And you know the old audio guides. You pick up a guide, you punch in a number, you get a bit of audio. They've been at museums since the 60s. And we realized that the technology was there to really enhance the experience and bring it to life. People were still being offered these very, very antiquated devices. Okay, so we looked at the technologies out there and we realized that, and this was back in 2007, so it's pre-iPhone and everything else, but we realized that there were some enabling technologies that could actually bring the story to life. And we were hoping that that would lead to a visitor really, really grasping the significance of the site, if it was a historical site, or getting more enjoyment out of it if it was a normal tourist site. So to give an example to explain that, our very, very first site was the Battle of Culloden in Scotland. Okay? Now from a historical perspective, this is an amazing event. Okay? It's the big battle at the end of the Jacobite Revolution that caused a lot of the Scots to flee. So most of the Scots that live in different parts of the world, like America, lived there because of the Battle of Culloden and things that happened after it. It caused the diaspora movement. So it's a very, very, very emotive topic. And the National Trust for Scotland, who owned the battlefield itself, came to us and asked us to tell a story with technology. And we proposed and we built a solution that uses automatic GPS-based triggering to actually tell the story as you walk around the site. So there's two big impacts of this. The first thing is, for people who don't like technology, which is actually most people in the world, you get a little guide, something that looks vaguely similar to this, although this is the St. Patrick's Centre one that we're going live at the moment. Okay? With a single earpiece, you pop your earpiece on and you walk. And even if you don't touch the device, it tells you the story as you walk around. And we realized that this sea change was coming because we are very, very closely linked with the TSSG research group, okay, in Waterford Institute of Technology. And we've actually worked with them to define requirements for some of their research projects. And we're actually involved in a joint research project which looks at how new mobile phones can be used properly to tell a story at these historical or tourism sites. And that's bringing in very basic capabilities like GPS, but also adding things like indoor location technology, augmented reality, full multimedia presentations, and really bringing the site to life. So if you think of the technology generation, the kids, the idea of a museum is boring to them. It's a terrible word to use. It's like, but suddenly they've got a device like this. So you can build interactive quizzes on it. You can really get them involved. With the augmented reality interface, once you know where they are, you can have them circle the room, they can see an object, they can click on it, they can hear about the object. It's letting them interact with a museum in a way that's natural to them and is more engaging and more fun. Well, we're tiny still. We've got 10 people at the moment, and we're growing fairly rapidly. So we started off literally in 2007 with sites in the UK primarily, and we've got a lot of sites in the UK and Ireland now. And this year the big goal is to get our first site live in Canada. So we're chatting to a few folks over there. We choose our sites based on how many visitors they have and how suitable they are for a guide. So if you think about a battlefield site, that battlefield was very, very interesting in 17 odd when it was a battle, but it's now a field. So our technology can really bring it to life. So we've got sites like that, and that's public and private. Any site really that the experience can be made better with a handheld device. That's what we target.